Hello everyone! Today we will have a new lesson about Microsoft Word Layout tab and functions. Page Layout tab provides an option for page orientation, size, columns, borders, page color, and so on. This was the Page Layout tab in 2007. This tab provides quick access to page setup options as well as additional paragraph, indent, and spacing options. Themes, which in 2013, this group was moved to the Design tab. Page Setup. You can display the Page Setup dialog box, Margins tab, by clicking on the dialog box launcher in the bottom right corner of this group. Margins drop-down lets you choose from one of the built-in margin settings or lets you customize your own. Similar to Excel but has two more options, the moderate and mirrored. Custom margins displays the page setup dialog box or margins tab. Orientation drop-down lets you change the orientation of the current section. The drop-down contains the commands Portrait and Landscape. This provides a shortcut to the page setup, page tab orientation. Size drop-down lets you select from all the different available paper sizes. This provides a shortcut to the page setup, page tab, paper size drop-down. Columns drop-down. The drop-down contains the commands 1, 2, 3, left and right, and the command More Columns. Provides access to 1, 2, 3 column layouts. Breaks drop-down. The drop-down contains the commands Insert Page Break, Remove Page Break, and Reset All Page Breaks. Line Numbers drop-down. The drop-down contains the commands None, Continuous, Restart Each Page, Restart Each Section, Suppress for Current Paragraph, and line numbering options. The line numbering options displays the page setup dialog box in the Layout tab. And last, for the page setup, the hyphenation drop-down. The drop-down contains the commands None, Automatic, Manual, and Hyphenation options. The hyphenation options displays the hyphenation dialog box. Let's proceed to the page background. In 2013, this group was moved to the Design tab. How about the paragraph? You can quickly display the paragraph dialog box, indents, and spacing tab by clicking on the launcher in the bottom right corner of this group. These are options taken from the Format Paragraph or Indents and Spacing tab for quick access. First, the indent left text box. This automatically updates to indicate how much indentation has been applied to the paragraph of the current selection. This can be used to change the left indentation for the current selection. Indent right text box. This automatically updates to indicate how much indentation has been applied to the paragraph of the current selection. This can be used to change the right indentation for the current selection. Spacing before text box. This automatically updates to indicate how much spacing is defined before the paragraph of the current selection. This can be used to change the spacing for the current selection. Spacing after text box. The automatically updates to indicate how much spacing is defined after the paragraph of the current selection. This can be used to change the spacing for the current selection. Let's proceed to the Arrange. This group also appears on the Drawing Tools Format Contextual tab. First, the Position drop-down displays a list of picture positioning options. The drop-down contains the commands Inline with Text and Text Wrapping. You can select more layout options to display the Advanced Layout dialog box. Next, Wrap Text or Text Wrapping in 2007. The drop-down contains the commands Inline with Text, Square, Right, Through, top and bottom, behind text, in front of text, edit wrap points, and more layout options. Bring forward, bring to front in 2007. Button drop down. The button brings the selected object forward one level. The drop-down provides a command to bring the selected object in front of all the other objects. Send backward, which is sent to back in 2007. Button will drop down. The button brings the selected object back one level. The drop-down provides a command to send the selected object to the back of all the other objects. Selection pane was added in 2010. Displays the selection pane task pane. Align drop-down. The drop-down contains the commands align left, align center, align right, align top, align middle, align bottom, distribute horizontally, distribute vertically, align to page, align to margin, align selected objects, view grid lines, and grid settings. The grid settings displays the drawing grid dialog box. Group drop-down. The drop-down contains the commands group, regroup, and ungroup. While the rotate drop-down, the drop-down contains the commands rotate right 90, rotate left 90, flip vertical, flip horizontal, and more rotation options. That's all the discussion about the MS Word Layout tab and functions. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.